Venice?
Mr. Francis York Moore, please have some tea while it is hot. Too much coffee for your body will make it rot.
That's not true.
You seem well prepared. Almost as though you knew I would be coming today.
You told him to.
Mr. Stewart
He told you to.
particular about the best timing for all things.
Timing, I'm making air quotes.
Drink some tea and enjoy the
I
good
keep trying to think of rhymes really quickly, and I'm no good at it. I was like, brings, what do I put in front of it?
It's pink tea.
See, this is where writing beforehand would be way more helpful. I mean, also, like, I don't know, we're... I feel like we're not funny at all, but we're maybe, hopefully, interesting, everybody out there.
Sugar. is what's
Sugar.
best on mine.
Don't drink it too fast or you'll be fired. Damn.
So says Mr. Stewart.
Why is it pink? If it's pink tea, then it's not really tea, because tea just is black or green. I don't think... I mean, there is such a thing as red tea, but it's not really tea.
Where did you get these seeds?
Oh, it's tea made using those seeds, see?
I think you should not drink that.
Yeah.
I think that seems like a bad idea from what little we know about these seeds.
Yeah. I killed a lot of women to get those seeds. Please do not punish me for my deeds.
Those seeds were found.
So, thus implying that they don't put the seeds in the women's mouth, but the women generate them in some fashion.
More seeds are there, you will see, when you find that certain space.
Oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. What?
Come back to me and we shall talk. After you find that certain place.
He's got to find the red tree before he'll talk to him again. This has all been a huge waste of time.
Harry, so you like to play
So
games?
what's in his neck?
Yeah, I was
Quite
wondering about
understand.
that.
Really understand Harry. He's got this mask. And he doesn't actually look like a skull. That's a mask. It's not a necessary part of his gas mask.
It is most
think.
round and most
Snoqualmie Falls.
and gives a cold sensation. So says Mr. Stewart.
Is that our cemetery? I mean, the Greenbelt Cemetery?
I don't
So you're not going to talk unless I...
There were red trees there.
I'll play along.
And I'll sing you a song.
You'd best sing along.
You motherfuckers are wrong.
And I look great in a sarong.
God damn it. Harry Kim is played by Garrett Wong.
Yeah, I figured we were gonna go to Chinese names if we are gonna go much further.
Hold on, I gotta take a hit off my bong.
Oh, there you go. Which is...
Something you would see in a movie with Cheech and Chong.
Eh,
Now I'm just
this
doing
hot
it
dog is
alphabetically.
a foot long.
Now I was just doing it alphabetically, so next would come Dong.
Blue tomato.
Yeah.
Now walk
Zach, let the treasure hunt
past
begin.
your car.
A crowded place.
It's a different car, isn't
and
it?
yet it is very quiet there.
Maybe it's the symphony, Zach.
I think it's the cemetery. I think that
Must be the
picture
graveyard.
of the cemetery is a clue.
There's
He
lots of
says it
people
must be
there.
the graveyard. He's not really.
What? You figured it out? You didn't make the player figure out the riddle?
Nah.
Ugh. I disappointed.
Episode 3, 15 Red Seed.
What's
That's
the 15?
it's number 15 out of the they've been going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So it's like a section 15,
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
3.
You know, if your seed comes out red, guys, you probably want to see a doctor.
You want to see a urologist?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, I remember that first time ejaculating after the vasectomy. That was because they warn, there could be blood in your semen, and I'm like, that was a terrifying moment.
You should write a horror movie around that.
Oh.
That's human terror there.
Yeah.
Horror porn. Which is a thing.
Sure, yeah. I've written a couple of stories. I do like tapping into that what's it called? That term that people use with David Cronenberg a lot. Body
horror.
Yeah, body. Is it just okay? Why didn't I think of that? But yeah, that body horror. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff with that. There's a red tree. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, they act like there's only one red tree in the whole damn planet, and they're all over the place. Which might be a subtle hint that things are not as they seem. Maybe. Shall we say that?
Sure.
Whee!
I kind of wonder, the fact that this doesn't make any sense and doesn't add up. Is that because Twin Peaks, for Japanese speakers and everything, like, did it not add up? Did the translation work so badly that they felt like it was just a string of non sequiturs?
I don't know. I know they used it to advertise coffee in Japan. So there must have been some love of it. Or marketability, at least.
Sure, but you can love something and still not get it, like, Lars von Trier.
Life.
Yeah.
Just as Harry said.
Like life.
It's crowded and quiet.
Yeah, I don't get Lars. Lars is interesting.
Yeah.
It's like David Lynch, and I love David Lynch. He's interesting, but not always enjoyable.
Brian.
Yeah.
I'll take interesting any day,
Mr.
honestly.
Agent, how are you?
Not bad. I'm, just playing a little game with Harry.
Now, is that what they're calling it these days?
Mm-hmm.
A game? Huh. Is that fun?
We've only just started.
I want
The
to
fun is
start
about
the
to begin.
prairie goth movement.
I'd
Yeah.
like to ask you something, actually.
I think
Is
it's
there
got
a
legs.
tree in the graveyard that drops red seeds?
The sky behind him makes it look like devil dogs are gonna appear.
That?
Yes.
That tree does. And that one.
You mean the big red trees?
Yeah.
Red seeds.
I don't. Okay, so we're supposed to find it and then what?
I imagine he's got to pick something up and bring it back to Harry. The sad truth is, I don't always pay close attention.
Well, obviously I don't either. So.
I got the fog, the purple fog going too.
That excuse, by the way, is not good with significant others.
Yeah. Ooh, Brian's really dead.
Brian? That's one sick joke, isn't it?
Hey, who knows what you're gonna do? Also, apparently Brian has Pigpen. It's like there's this dirt all around that grave.
And also, I mean, that's the grave where we put all the bones we collected, and the gravestone is in the middle of the mound of dirt, which is a little unusual way to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Why does this get a cutscene? No. Let's see.
It's the
You
red
can
vines,
walk
man.
around that. You can walk around. The hill is
Yeah. No, sadly, these hills are impenetrable by human feet.
not impenetrable hills. That was my dog name.
Son of a bitch! Fence, I will not fucking stand for it. Your fence bullshit. Why you gotta put fucking fence agenda on everybody's TV, huh?
Special snowflake fences. It would be fun to cosplay a bunch of Deadly Premonition folk. Since, except for the zombies, or the shadows, they're all pretty normal looking. So it'd be kind of fun to see just who spots you, who gets it.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be difficult. I think George would be fun, the mustache, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, George, Emily, and Thomas as a set would be really recognizable. Probably. York in any suit, honestly. With or without facial hair. With or without flies.
With or without flies.
I guess some of the victims, they're distinctive. Being sliced open from crotch to chest.
Yeah, a little harder to pull off.
A little harder to pull off. More likely to cause stares on the bus 8.
Guess it depends on which bus.
Yes.
This
Well,
is
I mean,
the
if
world
it-
liberals want to see.
Exactly. There you go. You're on the train. Bus.
Oh, there's somebody behind us. Look behind us. Come on.
The kind of weird camera blur they do is strange. You can't quite wrap my brain around what that actually means in, like, if this were real life and I saw that, what would be happening?
It's that ring sort of look they're going for, right?
Maybe. I do know some people that can walk like them, or bend over like that. And no surprise that they worked at the haunted house.
It is for damn sure that right now I cannot do that.
Yes. Nor can I. If it were important enough, I could probably eventually get there. In time.
I could not. What with the broken back and all.
Hey, Jake broke his back recently, too.
Huh.
I say recently, 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
He had a seizure, and it was strong enough to crack a vertebra.
Damn.
Yeah, it was unpleasant. We did not like that.
Yeah. I feel his pain.
It was my job to kind of nurse him and get him in and out of his back brace and take him to the shower and all that. I don't know if you had to go through that or not.
Yeah, just minus another person. His must have been worse than mine because, I mean, it was unpleasant, but I was able to get in my brace and go to the shower on my own.
He also dislocated his shoulder at the same time, which made it harder for the reaching around thing.
Let's get back to Harry's.
That does not look like a pile of loose seeds in your hand. It looks like a snowball.
Yeah, but it's similar to how the red seeds looked on the... Don't hump the ground there, you.
Under my nose. It's as if I was carefully carrying a bottle of water while walking in a pool. We're learning the countryside version of common sense the hard way, Zach.
What the hell are you talking about, York?
Countryside version of common sense? Isn't the cliche that common sense is more available in the countryside anyway?
Yeah, one would think common sense just ain't that common anymore.
It's funny the number of things that I have said or I have heard and nodded sagely that now I think are utter bullshit. Like that sentence. It just
No.
just shut up. There have always been people doing stupid things.
Yeah.
And always some of them have been in charge. Ancient Greeks write about the same shit that we complain about today.
Right.
Except for cell phones, but they've got their, I don't know, their tablets. They got tablets. Gonna go to Harry's? You're gonna go to the junkyard?
Yeah.
Of course. Why would you go the next place in your quest?
Maybe I guess we have another fucking car to buy. Is that what's going on?
But I think it's nighttime. He's not gonna be able to get a car.
Is the like kind of in-game explanation that the general is creating facsimiles of everybody's car for us? Or,
I don't know. That is. I believe there is no attempt at explaining. At first, I sort of thought that the townsfolk were selling their cars to Lysander, but you can still see them driving around.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, phone. It's you and me. Let's come down to this.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, finally you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside.
It's not a good rhyme. Michael's job would be easier if he were named Francis York Blake. Morgan's a little tougher. Can of pickles.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, may I wish you guten Morgen. I apologize for that rhyme. It has been a difficult time.
There is a literary term for rhyming something with itself. Cheating, I think.
Yeah.
Now, is that door he spent so much time unlocking gonna stay unlocked? Do you think?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, please proceed.
He doesn't
to
look
Mr.
good at that
Stewart.
angle.
There he
Or
awaits
that.
you, I shall assume.
Got
just-
kind of a puffy upper lip.
Really just looks like his lips were, like, made with a knife.
Yes. Yeah, he does look like a gash mouth.
Yeah. Like Ichi, not Ichi, whatever that character's name was in that movie.
I don't know what you mean.
The movie Ichi the Killer.
Oh, okay.
There's a character who has gashed out lips, but he's basically the main character, but his name is not Ichi.
I was trying to form a joke on Smash Mouth after saying gash mouth. But, it wasn't gonna come. It could have been bloody, you know?
Hey now, you're a rock star.
Yes. Why do you have a map of his house? Isn't that a little weird?
Got a map of everything, man. This is his mental map that he's referring to.
Oh, it's like my mind palace.
I store my memories of high school over here.
Did I properly put disdain in my voice when I said that?
Yeah,
That's what I was going for.
Properly or improperly, it was certainly disdainful.
Fair enough. I'm all confused. Halls and doors are all the same.
Son of a bitch! If only I had a Grekach to knock this down with.
Yeah, classic video game logic. He cannot use any of his weapons to get
Perform simple
around.
tasks.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You thought we were done with shoving boxes.
I thought we were done with having to do bullshit to get to see Harry.
No. Not even remotely. I think there's yet another for next time he visits, if memory serves. Which it probably doesn't.
I think it would be cool just to make like an episode of, what's a procedural that involves FBI that's out right now.
Like a CSI type of thing?
Yeah, but I was going for, like X-Files, where you got FBI agents solving crimes every week. You do an episode like that and just do one that's done video game style, so that it's like they go to see somebody and they have to solve a puzzle in order to talk to them, and just treat it as if it's normal,
fun. That would be kind of fun. You could do a whole series like that.
Yeah. If you made it the whole series, then it would be like a fucking PBS show. But I mean, just do a one-off episode of, like something like X-Files. I think you could get away with it because they would do experimental stuff,
Yeah. Or it's not FBI, but a show like Psych would do it too.
Sure.
They did a lovely Twin Peaks episode.
I watched a YouTube cut of that episode showing only every scene with a Twin Peaks actor in it.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 27 minutes total or whatever, but I don't have a fucking clue how we're knowing to put these guys where they are.
The clue is in the music. You looked at earlier. The grid is numbered and lettered. He doesn't stop and look at them, but they're... So he's positioning them in the, like, G4 and A16.
Got it.
That kind of dealio.